Greetings and blessings. Welcome to Medz with JudaH. As we're in Turtle Beach, Tobago, West Indies, Pullin Seine. For those who do not know what that is, we'll explain a little later. But right now, walk with us as we walk down Turtle Beach, the sunrise, preparing for the day. This was before we made our way up to Castara, as you've seen in our prior videos and posts, and there's more to come. But let's focus on Turtle Beach. The fishermen are getting ready the sane, making sure there's no holes, stitching, patching, interweaving, making sure that their net is good to catch the food and the bait after it is pulled in. A seine is a fishing net which hangs vertically in the water with floats at the top and weights at the bottom edge, the ends being drawn together to encircle the fish. Every morning these fishermen wake up and do the same thing over and over again, because this is their liberty. This is how they survive. They have their fish market at the other end of the beach. They go out into the boat, they cast their seine net, and then the village comes together and pulls it up. And whatever is in the catch, it is shared and divided equally amongst those in the village. It's a unity work. But before we get to Pullin Seine, walk with us as we found this beautiful, magical little space on Turtle Beach. There was a beautiful blue tanager that just flew by. So we entered into this portal where a herd of goats surrounded us. There are Tobagonians maintaining the property, making sure everyone is happy and enjoying that which God has gifted us with, this beautiful island of Tobago. And we have to remember our motto in Trinidad and Tobago is, together we aspire, together we achieve. That was not made lightly and said and stated and written with light nature, yet written in light as the sun shines through the canopies of the trees. It caught my attention, it caught my eyes. These videos do it no justice, because when you're there you can smell it, feel it, taste it, see it, touch it. God has created something great, and it is our responsibility to nurture that. We cannot be selfish and take for granted what God has given to us as human beings. The madness must stop. And that ties into the title of this Medz with JudaH. Pullin Seine. Pullin Seine. Now, seine is a word created by the Greeks for what has been presented to you earlier by definition. Now, if you fast forward to the 17th century, the Latin definitions of words and spelling has come about. And we'll discuss that a little later on. Sane and insane. So let's make our way back up the beach. Cross the river. It's a little dry this morning. Say hi to the blue tanager, because they are just beautiful birds. The rest of them getting ready to go and pull seine, while the tourists venture and look on. The village makes its way towards the seine. It's surely a great spectacle to be part of. This seine was not used today. This is a smaller seine. Even the chickens are coming on the adventure with us. And as you can see, the process starts. There are two ends to the seine. While the fishing village looks on, the fish market waits to see what catch comes in. There are those who help and those who are bystanders. Stand by. Those who consider themselves sane. Of a person of sound mind, not mad or mentally ill. Of an undertaking or manner reasonable and sensible. So it is sane to pull the sane, is what the definition is proclaiming here. This is why we must know the etymology of our words, because life is defined by words. Definitions carry power. Because if you understand the definitions of words, when you speak, you will know what you are saying. Sila. So again, together we aspire, together we achieve. It takes a village to pull this sane. No one man on earth can pull a sane by himself. It is practically impossible for this type of sane at this size to be done by one man. It will not be beneficial and successful. I'm not saying it cannot be done, but it will not make any sense, and it will take a very long time. It's not an accomplishment that is necessary to be made by any man. Just as the sea has the ebb and flow, we want to know what is in the seine, waiting patiently to see what comes up in the net. And that leads us to our next definition. Insane. In a state of mind which prevents normal perception, behavior, or social interaction, seriously mentally ill. Now let's take that into context with the word sane. Not the Latin word which was created in the 17th century, but the Greek word. And what it represents, when you're pulling a seine, you're pulling up fish, gathered and trapped. Now if we correlate those fish to thoughts, you now have a lot of thoughts trapped in a net in your brain that will make you insane. So you have to release the thoughts. You have to process through them, let them go, and throw out the bad thoughts. But everyone is looking for the good fish, the big catch. And no one knows what's in the seine. And no one here is insane, for everyone is sane. And in that, working in unison and unity, not always aware, some unaware, yet still sane. Focused on one thing. What are we going to eat? Working in unity. Unity is strength and strength is power. With great power comes great responsibility. With responsibility, there is accountability. Each man and woman on earth is held accountable, as our children are supposed to be held accountable by their parents or elders. Now we see the man in the red pressing down the seine to make sure the fish don't escape. And everyone is pulling, almost there, taking our time, fighting against the currents and tides are sucking back out the net. But no, we must pull it back up. We work together in unison, ebb and flow. There is a rhythm, there is a flow. Remember that. That goes for everything in life. Nature will fight back and fight against your will. Therefore, you must allow nature to be, but stand still. Be strong. Be solid. Make sure that who was behind you has your back. So let's go see what was caught in the sea. We already know that there's no chairs and nobody's happy. There's no splashing around of big fish, but they do have little bait. And in that bait, it could be used to catch some big fish out in the sea. We'll see that the tourists come, take it upon themselves to grab fish that they did not catch and throw it back into the sea. That's a level of entitlement. Touching things of which they did not get, and he just fed the bird. There's trust in this community, there's faith, there's love, there's youth, there's aged.
This is right.
And in that,
I agree.
we end this Medz with JudaH, with love, peace, blessings upon you and your family. And may the blood of Christ wash over this video, this message, and all of us on earth, so we may know that in our sanity, we may work together to protect and save our children from those who are insane. God bless. Oh yes.